Alright, as we well, they're on a it's almost Sunday. This is 11:15, 11:39, 11:39. Alright, for today's communication, I already forgot what I called this. Oh yeah, the new solar system. I had a message about that. Of course, the title is not there, but that's okay. One moment. Kind of tidy things up. As for a new solar system, I got a message. I haven't got the full details of, but I guess that goes into the new. Obviously, goes into the new Earth connections that we're connecting to or going into. And so with that, we're going to a new Earth transition. And so connecting to a new solar system, basically this whole solar system is not going to be recognizable, basically. Which is pretty obvious, but to get that type of connection like that, it's like all the planets we are seeing right now is going to look different. And I guess I'm going back into changing color again. I guess there's nothing I can get around. I can't get around that. Oh well. Hopefully it doesn't go into the final video. Because I fixed that, but it's doing it when I go live. That's okay, I just ignore it. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. As for the new Earth transitions, of course I didn't call it that, but the new solar system, I imagine somebody probably connecting to that. And also it goes into the Anunnaki world, that's Nibiru. Also, most likely even more closer to us as for bringing assistance as we go into this new Earth vibration. But before we go into all of that, I wanted to go into, not that, James Randi. I mentioned it a little bit yesterday, so I want to go into a little bit today. A little bit more. What I'm feeling from now, this is the so-called amazing Randi, the skeptic. And when I connect to him, I do feel a lot of dark energies around him. Obviously, they're continuing the third dimension. He did his, he did what he was here to do, a deceiver, basically. He's a third dimensional. I feel like there's I feel dark entities around him, actually. So it's more of like part of the dark spirit, basically, to continue the third dimensional hoax that we're experiencing. So whenever he does when he leaves his body, I don't see him leaving this Earth. He might even turn to an insect, possibly. Because, of course he does not come believe in any of his alien connections, because he's very dark. I see it written all over him. He doesn't believe in God. He's an atheist. But you don't have to believe in God. I mean, you don't have to. You can still be a decent energy, but with him, it is not so much there. So he's doing what he's here to do. Of course, he's in his 89 or something like that. So, and there's a lot of arrogant energies there also. So he's trying to shut down any psychic connections. Anyone waking up, he's there to shut them down. And so there's a demonic energy there. And I feel him as more possessed by darkness than light. But in the future, there's probably going to be more of those. They're just not willing to grow, not willing to shift. So, and another one is Stephen Hawking, and to go into his lovely history. Finally, this was published a while ago, actually this year. Final warning to humanity. I believe we must leave Earth in 200 years or face extinction. And it's not just that, it's other stuff that Hawking has said. Just, why don't you just go and work on his black holes and not worry about all that. So I guess he thinks he's assisting humanity in some regard, or some kind of whatever he's attempting to do. So either way. Okay, as for connection here, as for who I am, those are new to all this. This is IvanTower.com. We have private sessions are open throughout the week. So I haven't got this to work yet. This is the scheduler. And we have Google Hangouts, Zoom, channeling by phone, and Skype. It's on recording. If you want it recorded, you don't have to. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to do that. We also have questions. I'm on Saturday. I think I just got on the Saturday, so I haven't answered all that was submitted last week, but I'm catching up. Should be catching up quite a bit tomorrow. Also have Spirit Socials, same deal here. Submit a question, past life regression healing, message from Yeshua, channel consulting, 5-minute healing. Also spiritual connections, healing from Miguel, and activation with Nick, and you'll see them and there are other connections here for healing. Also have Patreon if you want to assist help the channel. Also have 5D Spirit Crew. This is a social network. Interesting. Cool. There, move it. Alright, well, I can't scroll. I'll have to fix that eventually. I'm not sure why they make life like that so difficult, but yeah, it's here for me. No. Oh well, thank you for posting here. Can't show anything, but thank you for your support there. Anybody can. I try to show this stuff online, but not having much luck with that. Oh well. So, as for we're going to the new Earth energies, NASA energies are going to be shifting. Also, some might feel like they're connecting more with NASA. As we're bringing more enlightenment as we go forward. Especially as NASA science, of course, is a great cover-up that is. Oh yeah, the moon is just as secretive as the oceans. And there's on the Spirit Crew that put us in a video about the pyramids. There's a YouTuber, I forget his name now, but he goes into that the pyramids in Giza are a lot older. He went to Sumeria, a little bit more detailed, and he didn't go into aliens. He won't go there, but he does say like what modern science is saying is wrong. And yeah, it is aliens. This is basically a higher vibrational human, and that we're tapping into that again. Of course, telling people this, humans aren't ready for it, or we've been in the third dimension for such a long time. Coming out of this is not something you do overnight. It takes generations. It's not something that's just going to happen. This event will happen and people will just switch over and that'll be the end of it. That's not going to happen. People have been connected to the third dimension for such a long time. Switching, becoming more aware of what's here, especially when you're talking about insectoids, reptilians. A lot of people are just going to be shut off from all that. They're just not ready to see it within themselves. So this is why different generations every generation is different, and each generation will get more closer and closer to a high vibrational energy. It's just difficult for us to connect to this at this time. I mean, to have a full Earth to transform is like, we're just selling refrigerators basically to a bunch of Eskimos. Not entirely, but it does seem like that. And also, obviously, you have the news people that have been paid a lot of money, millions of dollars, to be third-dimensional thinking. And so, a lot of people are, especially the media, because that's propaganda machine. And you can say also the religions, also, they're paid a lot to continue that third-dimensional thinking. And so, obviously, that's why money is here, is to keep the program going, keep James Randi going. He's sleeping well until he passes over. Then he'd be, he's going to be an insect crawling around lower astral, probably. So he's not going to probably take that very well, but most likely. Understand, the skeptics still will run at a low energy. And there's a lot of hatred and anger towards them in them also. There's spin doctors. They just say connect to this, but about all this alien stuff that we're connecting to here, but even in the spiritual community, where in a small portion of it, where some have just a huge ego and they think they know everything, which doesn't help. Not really. I don't know everything, but I'm just going by what I'm picking up on. I don't have all the knowledge, but I have a part. Everybody has a piece of it, so I'm just sharing what I'm connecting to, and we're all basically putting the puzzle together. As for the mission of Earth going to more of a high vibration, it just it takes time. Basically, there will be changes in the ocean, as the ocean is still as sacred as the moon, for a good reason, because the moon is, an alien territory, such as the oceans. A lot of alien bases in the oceans, Anunnakis, Zetas, everybody. So you have a lot of that going on. So of course they're not going to dive into the ocean. Some have. Of course they're at a different vibration, but still, it's still an area what they don't want you going to. And it's strange how we're going to Mars but not the moon. Find that odd, and that's all public, obviously. So I mean, they have like Blue Origins. They're going to be going into space, but not necessarily the moon. Throw you out into space for 5 minutes and you come back. I guess eventually they'll have space stations out there somehow to sell you a bunch of stuff you don't need. So that's gonna jeez. That's not going to be fun. But most likely it will be like McDonald's in space. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Or they just put a mall out in space. I'm not sure how they're going to... Hooray. I'm looking forward to that. But I guess we have it here. What's the difference? So as we change gears, as basically, the event is about people connecting more to their energies and increasing their awareness little by little. Yes, it will be positive energies coming through, but realize most of humanity is not going to allow it because they're still in the program. But it also allows more people to awaken little by little. Let's see here. As for the Martian connections, yes, we are getting closer to that timeline as humanity connecting more at Mars in a more public regard. As for, of course, what's going on in Mars basically is just a big desert planet, and that's about as far as they're going to go with it. They might talk about little DNA organisms and stuff like that, and that's as far as alien life as you're ever going to get with the place. But it is kind of strange how they're trying to send a tourism to Mars, and not even NASA really has made much effort there. I mean, they made the little car driving around, but that's about it. I don't think they have a person over there, as far as I know. So it is kind of bizarre. None of it makes a whole lot of sense, but it's not supposed to. I guess Elon Musk, is he part of the Illuminati? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Not only has fully sold himself out, but partly it does seem like he has. That's only to fund his business, but not his agenda. I don't believe is Illuminati. I think it's just to fund the company and everything, which is normal actually when you think about it. Just to stock market's all rigged, so in that regard it makes sense. So to get things done. So let's see. As for the new solar system, let's see what we get on that. One moment. The more understandings also of Pluto, as not very much information is coming on that. So more satellite knowledge will be coming not just from NASA, but coming from commercial companies doing more satellite. If they would get funding from the government or something like that, and do more satellites of different worlds. But as we go into more of basically the commercial version of the universe is not going to be entirely correct for matrix reasons. But as you open up your spiritual energies, you'll see probably more planets in our solar system that's not being recorded. You might see a flat Earth, possibly. You can see it any way you want, basically. You're at a different vibration at that time. I mean, if you look at it as a matrix, this is a computer program, an energy program. You can look at a computer program if you want, so it can be any shape or form it wants to be, really. It can be in a small box, so depending on what how you're looking at it. So it's all just your perception. Their dimension will eventually become obsolete. It is slowly going in that direction. As more opening up their vibrations to the higher energies, you'll connect more to your aliens and your angels as you allow yourself to lift off the third dimension, basically. Not let third dimensional problems affect you so much. Obviously, to the financial, that's why financial situation is there, to keep you in 3D, basically. But that can be manipulated, and you can use it to your advantage, but it's not always easy to do that. And same with health also. So basically, we're going into a new timeline, worldwide, a more galactic timeline, which connects you to a new universe, a new solar system, I should say. New universe. Well, we're looking at it differently. Let's put it that way. We're connecting more to our higher energies, and with that is a new solar system, new universe, because we're not being told a whole lot about anything. So you can say that too. Yeah, new universe came in for a reason. Yeah, as for insectoid energies, you might start seeing them crawling around, possibly in your third eye, especially around Arab worlds, for sure. I'm not seeing anything that has to do with, some are talking about world war or war with Iran. I'm not seeing that. That doesn't mean they're trying to to provoke it, but I don't see it happening. Also, for the that's right, I looked into the financial reset. That is very unlikely. Not in our lifetime. That doesn't mean, I mean, to fully predict that is kind of impossible. But the chances of it have, I mean, you'll see sign after sign, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a reset. And realize also that's kind of a manipulation, because people get all fearful and scared, and or some won't, and it's just another part of, I don't think it's going to happen, at least in my lifetime. But anything is possible. It's unlikely things should change that dramatically, but anything is possible, of course. But at this point, it seems highly unlikely, at least for now in the next 10 years. But even so, what is predicted that will happen during that is still unknown. If it does, it's so unlikely. I don't think it's going to happen at all. If anything happens, we'll go to more of a digital currency, and that's not a reset. That's a switch, really. It's not really a reset of anything, not throwing out the dollar or anything like that. So I think we're going to more digital currencies. I know that's going to increase, but all the ball game is going to stay the same for the most part, is what I see there. Bitcoin is a very high manipulation energy, of course, but so is everything. Use it to your advantage. Let's see here. Who else do we have here? Alright, we'll bring in somebody to bring guidance and assistance as we go into awakening process. I think tomorrow's video will be a lot longer. I'm going to keep this one kind of short. I was going to go a little bit longer, but I've had a kind of a long day in some regards, so kind of take it easy on messages, and I have kind of a Thursday I'm going to have to post something that I've pre-recorded, and I'm kind of working on that tomorrow, so hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, it shouldn't take that long. So, alright, so yeah, webinar will be on Friday instead of Thursday, so I have to post something for Thursday. So, alright, much love, blessings, and yeah, we'll keep it kind of well, going to the new Earth and the solar system and see what we get. But I think I have an idea what's coming through. All right, much love, blessings. Greetings to you, we are the Weirans. The Galactic Federation of Light. Blessings to you, we are the Felines. Much love to your society. You're, yes, much protected. Yes, many are having difficulties thinking on your planet. Yes, many of your lower energy reptilian beings have caused a lot of control over the human mind, as you can see. Yes, not just fear, but programming of implants, the implant of fear. And not just in the human, but in items, in products, and in toning that you're not hearing by your ears, but it is in a vibration continuum. Not everyone's going to connect to that vibration, but it is a song in your skies that some of you hear. Some of you might hear a ringing, and sometimes that is part of this manipulation of fear, of the program, of the third dimensional spell that's done on your planet. Yes, your James Randi, yes, he is a negative being from an Arcturian reality that is of a lower energy Arcturian. Yes, there's reptilian energy that's around him also, but yes, he's a trickster energy. And also, yes, with Archon blood, you can say. To derail the spiritual awakening. And he has done very well, but not always. He's also testing one's strength of their own abilities. But is also causing an awakening of his own, because he's not realizing, in some regard, he's actually helping with the awakening also. He's giving it more attention. Those that are not going to believe it are not going to believe it, because a human sees himself as powerless, as you can see. They feel as if they're a consumer, almost like a robot, and that is not true. You are so much, and now you are reprogramming the body to connect more to your higher energies. As many humans are having difficulties digesting this, yes. That has to do with the reptilian energies on your planet. As yes, they have made it a cozy world for some, but not all. As yes, they've made the chairs, they made everything comfortable, a third dimensional control grid. Even prisons have nice furniture, some of them can. But now you are rewriting your planet. You're even rewriting the DNA of your world. So much will shift. Your skies will change color. Much of your mountain energies will change. It will become more vibrant. You go by a mountain and be re-energized by it. As you are now, it will be even more when you raise your energies. As you connect more, you go into the oceans. You can even come out as a different looking being. You go underwater and you come back out as looking like somebody else, because you've changed your vibration. You're connecting more to you. You can even go into the water and go into other portal energies, to other planets. This is where you're going. This is where you are. You are sharing this light. As a third dimensional human is not, yes, they are sitting well with third dimensional thinkings. That will change, yes, throughout the ages. What you are doing now is setting the stage for the new earth, allowing it. Many of you are bringing it in faster, and some of you are just easing it in. Everyone's different, but some want to connect to that fast energy, but then they have more difficulties in the third dimension here. As most likely you will not leave this earth. You're actually sending out a stronger healing energy, but also you're bringing back some energies they're not really understanding. So if some of you are having a bad day or feeling you're disconnected, there's actually a third dimension actually coming back at you, and instead of you sending it out. It's something to think about. As the human renews itself, yes, remember who you are, because not everyone is aware of how to operate this human body. As yes, you might know about it, but there's much more to understand. As you rewrite your DNA, you change your focus, your mind, the way you see things. That is sending out. That is going out and changing other realities here. As others feel your vibration, they feel the change coming from you as you are bringing in this new earth. And you are understanding your body's energy also, of what is coming in and what is going out. What is coming in? Because many of you realize things that are coming in that you do not want. And a lot of that is, yes, from the insectoid energies, from nefarious beings, as they try to do their best to keep you in the third dimension. It is time to flush that out. If it helps you to visualize yourself as an alien being, a spiritual being, and an angelic energy, I recommend those things. It will help you enforce who you are. It's not always easy to do that because they don't want you to do that, but it will help you keep your mental focus on what you want. Yes, there will be much transitions in your weather patterns we see. As your new earth awakens, the human allowing more of that to come in, your weather patterns will shift. Not always for the bad. We might see a different air coming in. So my message to you is to ask to remember yourselves for who you truly are. Because you are causing great shifts. Even, it almost feel like an earthquake, but it's actually an earth transition. Blessings to you. We are the Warrens. Greetings to you. I am Buddha. Greetings. Yes, it is as if many of you are, yes, getting a new drink of water. A renewal of the soul. Forgiveness is everywhere. Don't forget forgiveness. Forgiveness of those in the third dimension that cause you difficulties, and those in the fourth dimension that cause you difficulties. It does help in your soul healing. Anytime you have a grudge against anyone, it does freeze the soul. It does put a pause there. You do grow, but not as much as you'd like to. The idea is to find happiness in everything. And yes, also with the roses and just the flowers of this planet, realize, yes, they do live within you. There's the chakras of the planet. They do sing. They do chime. They are within you. The petals of just a flower. Just, it feels, yes, like silk, doesn't it? But much better, though. Those energies there to renew the mind, the soul. Is, yes, as humanity is being taught to connect to material things. Nothing wrong with that, but don't forget what is out here that is free, and that is nature. That is just, even if you do not have eyes to see, you still feel the vibrations. And you do see. You see beyond. Sometimes it's better to be blind. That way you can see forever. You see through everything has been taught to you. And you see what you want to see. Which brings a refreshment, a renewal. As many are looking for a renewal at this time. Yes, many are, yes, in your third dimension are climbing up the steps, but some do stand and enjoy the 3D life. But that is for those of you that are becoming more aware, is to share your connections. Be called, maybe crazy, but realize also you are sending out a positive energy. So you're showing that there's nothing wrong with all of this. Even if some do have difficulties, and they will find a problem with it because of fear. Because they're not ready to fully let go of their problems. Their problems are them. So they're going to hold on for dear life. When they're ready to let go of these things, they will. But for right now, it is what makes them who they are. And yes, everyone has problems. There's different ways of looking at it. And many of you are going to the New Earth energies and you just cleared all that out. And just says, give me my new world. I have had enough of these old problems. I want new problems. I want a spaceship. Or a planet with 3 moons. Or several lovers. That's easy to connect with. But we all have something in common. So yes, you are unleashing your planet. And allow these fantasies, which actually are more, they're actually experiences that you're most likely going through at this time, to allow those things to connect with you. That is what you are. That will increase your energy field. And don't just make it a fantasy, a dream, make it real. And that, yes, focus on something that you want. Many focus on what they don't want, which is understandable. But focus on what you want. And some of it isn't on this planet, but you can bring it here. As long as you know you are on this new way of looking at things. It does take time to, yes, digest this. But realize also you're going into a new way of looking at things. And this reality is only offering so much. As many of you have felt you have graduated, as this third dimension is not offering as what it used to. It did have much to serve, but you've lived that, and it's time to move on. And with this also, many of you, as your energies of your earth increase greatly in a positive way, yes, the pole shift will occur, yes. Continents will move, yes. As you are ready. Because when you move the continents, that means you are ready for your soul renewal. You are renewing, your earth renews. Everybody is renewing. So, yes, we will leave you with this energy of just enlightenment to just be the best person you can be. Share your love. Which one? Alright, take care everyone. Have a great night.